Hey guys, Brad here. To the off-the-shelf listeners and to those TCCA members in Melbourne particularly, this Friday night, July 31st, we have a TCCA meet and greet at Pleasant Surprises in Diamond Creek. It'd be good to see all current members attend. There's also going to be sign-ups for anyone thinking of joining the club that haven't done so already. Come down. Myself and Jordan are hosting the event, and it should be a good night. It's at Pleasant Surprises. Their address is Shop 4, number 72, Main Hurstbridge Road, Diamond Creek, in the northeast suburbs. So yes, it'd be good to see you all down there. It starts at 6 p.m. and it should be a great night. I hope to see new, old members attend, and to all one, goodbye.
G'day, welcome to Off the Shelf. This is the voice of Transformers Collectors Club Australia. We are recording live late at night on July 25th, 2015. That is a Saturday night because we're all at home and we don't have lives. Joining us as usual, we have the big man, the boss of the group, Brad. How are you doing, sir?
Greetings, sir.
How's it going? Down in Victoria?
It's cold. It's
You're as freezing cold as I am.
yeah. It's I think there'll be snow tomorrow, but a month to go, and we'll get back into the double digits. Come on, August.
Yeah, no, that's true. So Sydney's had a nice winter's day today. It's been nice. It feels like we're turning a corner. However, if you go a little bit inland, then you run into Daniel, who's joining us for the first time in a while. It is good to have you back, sir. How are you going? And are you as cold as the rest of us?
Yes, I am. It was cold in Canberra today as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's winter in Australia. Really, that's how this works. We have a new person joining us for the podcast tonight. We have special guest from the Transformers Collectors Club Australia Facebook group, Mr. John Ryan, coming to us live from the Gold Coast. He's probably the least cold of all of us.
That's right. It was quite warm today, actually.
All right, we all hate you.
Don't say it. Don't say the numbers.
yeah. Don't give us specifics.
No, I work in the kitchen, so I never actually try to find out the proper temperature.
About 20 degrees hotter than everyone else already.
Yeah, that's it. Can't wait to normally get out of there and cool down.
Excellent. Well, welcome to the show. First, so I'm going to say long time.
Let me join. You know.
I'm going to say long time listener, first time caller. Is that right?
I've listened to all of them now, but I only started about a week ago. But I caught right up as soon as possible. Been listening at work over and over.
Oh God, you haven't listened to episode 0, have you?
Yeah.
I love episode 0.
He's actually finished it.
Oh no.
Okay, let's move forward. Transformers Collectors Club Australia is on Facebook at facebook.com/groups/TransformersCCA. Australian listeners, you can join us there to discuss these stories and more. International listeners, you can join us at the Off the Shelf Facebook page, which I should probably sign on to at some point. You can find the link to that page in the show notes, and you can also find us on Twitter. Search for @TransformersCCA. Finally, there's also a website, Autobot Headquarters. Head on over to www.autobotheadquarters.net/WPAuto to register and join us.
Nice.
Thank you. And breathe. So, let's move on and talk about some community news. Australian listeners, you can become a paid and proud member of the club for just $5. Send a private message to Brad to get your membership underway. Membership fees go to purchase of raffle prizes, participation at conventions like Supernova, which several of us have gone to and had a blast at. So, Very, very good, and more. So, Brad, can you give us an update on the member counts for the week, please?
Yes, this week we have come up to 125 paid and proud members, and our social member count has rocketed up to 1,240.
Excellent.
It's
That's
jumping daily.
That is a big jump from the last time that I think I jumped, and we were at 1,099.
Yeah. Well, this week we were at we hit the 1,200, so we've already got another 40 after that. So.
And they're all Australian, or?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, nice.
Yep.
That's pretty good. Dan, so just a reminder for everyone listening, the August donation giveaway is now on. You can PM Brad, not me, as it says in the run sheets. Do not PM me for information. You can send Brad a message for to purchase tickets and find out how to make a donation. There are some great prizes on offer, but you do need to be in it to win it. So, Brad, can you tell us a little bit about the prizes and what the entry format is like?
Yes, we have first prize is the reissue MP10 Optimus Prime.
If everyone's just started drooling,
and wipe it off, because you also get Apollyon, the second release of Apollyon, combined as one prize. So.
Oh, that's a combined prize, is it?
Yeah.
That is how we do combinables.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I want the Apollyon.
Yeah. So you have the chance of getting a Prime and a Megatron to sit on your display. Even if you have no other toys, you want these two toys.
I've got.
I'm not going to.
enough Primes. I've got every MP10.
Here's a hint. You can sell the one you don't want. But yeah, even if you're not a collector, just having these two figures on your shelf is a presence. John, having a lot of your primes. Where's MP10 stack in the lineup?
He's by far the best. Like, I used to defend MP1.
Yep.
But after pulling them all out and having a go and transforming both, side by side, like MP10 hands down is the better figure to display and to play with.
So I actually have an MP1 on my desk at work, and I got to say, you're absolutely right. Like, MP1's a lovely figure, and it was a lovely figure for its time.
That's it. It's still a great figure.
Yeah. Being die-cast and all that was awesome, and it was only in MP1 where we had it. Yes, MP5 had his feet, but after that, die-cast pretty much went out the window, and it's sort of...
MP9 has die-cast feet.
Oh, does he?
Well, mine does. The black one does, yeah.
Oh.
He's got solid die-cast feet.
Oh, I didn't notice that on mine. I got it this week, but...
You've got the Hasbro one, don't you?
No, it's Takara, but it's the red one.
No, you're right, but I mean, Brad's right in terms of like die-cast construction.
The main 80% of it was die-cast.
Yeah,
right.
And just someone posted this week a photo of the MP10, the trailer standing up, him standing in it with the robot arms and that working on him like that. You can't do that with MP1. That is G1 Prime to a T, and
well, you could do it with MP4. It had a trailer.
Yeah, but it didn't have the workshop in it, did it?
No, I don't think it does. I haven't actually.
Oh, I thought it did. I don't have an MP4.
Yeah, I think it does, but it's not the same. Like, I've got it. Like, I've barely played with.
Like the third party one did. I don't think the Takara one had the robot arms in the front of it, but.
Yeah, see, I think you're right. I've got the third party trailer for MP1, and then I've got MP4, and I know one of them does have it and one of them doesn't.
Yeah, it sounds like a third party thing to do.
But it's real loose. It's just not the same as MP10s.
Yeah, yeah. But anyway, yes, MP10, the reissue, and Apollyon Prize 1. Second prize is Computer Wars Devastator, which is the Hasbro version, which is currently out. I have it sitting here at my feet right now. Mint in sealed box. Prize 3 is...
It's mint in sealed box, unless Brad gets a little bit excited during the course of the episode and accidentally kicks him.
He's sitting sideways. If I kick, it's going to go into the wall. Also, third prize is the Wave 3 Combiner Wars Defensor, which is Groove, Rook, Blades, First Aid, Hotspot, and that other one.
Streetwise,
that's the one.
It's the only one I know.
Yeah, so the 6 you need to make Defensor.
Let's be honest, you only really need 5, but you can also have grooves.
Yeah. Well, he looks better as a troop build Wreck-Gar anyway, but that's another story. We'll wait until wave 5. We'll wait until wave 5 to get that. And if we reach our 300 ticket sale limit or mark, we have a Takara MP13 Soundwave. They will also be given away as a 4th prize. So we're not there. We're
Fantastic.
not there yet. But
how are we doing on the tickets?
That's a good one. I haven't counted. We've had about 6 people buying tickets. I'm going to say we've sold about 40.
Cool. Sounds good.
Yeah, sound about 40.
I mean, do many people buy more than one ticket, out of curiosity?
Out of those 6 people, probably only one have brought a single ticket. You don't really want to promote that the one ticket can win it, because it's not going to let people or get people to buy more than one ticket. But in the January raffle, the person that won first place, which was the MP Ultra Magnus, he only paid one ticket. So that's Ultra Magnus for $5.
Yeah, no, I was just curious, like how far people, go to win it. Like if
we've had
message you and go, give me $50 or $50.
Well,
for the ticket.
on the last raffle, we had one member that put in $100, and he didn't win anything. And we've had someone this time as well also put in $100. So it's sort of in the back of your mind. You think, I hope you win something, just to justify the large donation. But yeah,
that's nice of them, though. Like I'm sure they're doing it for more charity reasons than trying to win.
Well, yeah,
pay an extra $100 and you'd buy the figure. Or
and that's where I want to try and hurry up and get this not-for-profit thing finalised, because then that you can write that off in tax, and you could probably get $40 of it back, or $50 of it back, or something. However that works, but yes, you can send me a PM. Tickets of donation of $5 or more will get you a ticket in multiples of $5, and I'll get you your ticket numbers, and you will be in it to win it. And I also have a couple of smaller figures that at a later stage will be announced for lucky door prizes. So if you buy 1 ticket or 10, your name will still go into a hat as being a entrant, and there'll be a couple of lucky door prizes for those as well.
Not that you actually have to go through a door in order to get them.
No.
They're participation awards.
It's a web door. Yeah, it's a web door.
the scary door.
It's the scary door.
Don't you open that trap door, because there's something down there. Yeah.
Do I have to break into the Count Duckula theme song?
Mute.
It only mutes the microphone.
I don't even know what's going on right now.
Yes, that's
80s
right.
television.
Daniel is unfortunately the youngest of us.
No.
So yeah, let's move on. There is actually nothing to move on to in this segment, because we have no YouTube reviews this week. Everyone has taken a holiday from YouTube. The site has actually taken a hiatus. It's not sending out any videos.
No,
that's actually not true. We just didn't have anyone post any YouTube reviews.
Yeah. Looking through it, Kai McFly, he's got some of the Wave 3 Legends figures up there for review. If you're interested in those little guys, you can check him out at Cool Collectibles. But yeah,
I seem to have ended up with most of the Wave 3 Legends.
I went into Target today, and they were all on shelves.
I got them in Singapore.
Yeah.
They're all on shelves, which is very unusual for Target this year.
Yeah, I was nearly going to get a Rodimus just to piss Daniel off, but I've got one.
That's terrible.
I actually already got a
terrible.
Rodimus to piss Daniel off.
Oh, you had one with Sydney Nova.
I mean, to be fair, I agree with Daniel. The only Rodimus I had opened the box and his knees were gone. So,
Oh,
I
yeah.
have to admit he's not doing the best, out of all the figures.
Exactly. Yeah.
I just can't stand Rodimus.
Uh,
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never liked him, to be honest with you. Like, I just don't get why everyone loves him so much. I don't hate him, but I just don't get why the passion's there for him so bad.
That's it. Plus, I've got one to talk about a little bit later, so
All right.
we can go into that.
Let's get a favourite post of the week. We actually only have one, and that's yours, Brad. I haven't chosen one. I can choose one if you'd like. I'm going to choose my for sale posts, but that's purely selfish reasons because I want to sell some figures. Brad, you had a Combaticon related one.
I didn't have one for the week, and then I was just looking online before. Benny Broughton has posted. I don't know what you'd call it. YouTube viewers, you'll be seeing this photo now, so you'll know exactly what it's called. It's the Combaticons in human form, with their heads on human bodies, if you could call it that. I wish I could...
Oh yeah, I've seen his new post.
Yeah.
His new profile picture. Yeah, it's real nice.
Yeah.
Eh?
Of note, you'd say is Vortex, and he's almost Cobra Commander suit.
Yeah, 'cause it's
Fair
not-
enough.
This is real. This is real hard when no one else can see it.
I'm just
No,
going
I
to
can
suggest
see
a
it.
little
Yeah, they
link
got
to
their,
it.
you know, they've all got coloured suits on according to like their helmets and that.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Like Swindle's got that tanny yellow suit
and
on.
one purple. He's got one purple glove on and one black glove.
Yeah.
Actually, like
Yeah.
no, it's real nice.
And I'm going to say it's Blastoff's in the silver, and it looks like he's got a some sort of knife with energon leaking off it, like he's just executed someone.
Yeah, he's wiping it with his shirt or
Yeah.
something.
It's somewhat Reservoir Dogs like, but also not really at the same time. It's just more gangster.
It's
Okay.
just out of the left field, and
I just like Swindle though, because he's the only one he's looking off to the side. Everyone else is face on.
He's
but
got the
just
smile
got a
on his
smirk,
face,
Like he
yeah.
just doesn't care. Eh? He's like, nah, screw this.
yeah, I can make money tomorrow. I'm right.
I'm just a leg.
Yeah, but yeah, I just
Or
found
an arm.
yeah,
Could be an arm as well.
I found that interesting anyway.
So I saw someone posted that a couple of weeks ago, but I don't know where. But yeah, no, it's cool. I'm just trying to see if there's any hint as to its origin in the background of the photo. This makes for a fantastic podcast. Let's move on. That does it for favourite post of the week, John. Unless John, you'd like to.
I mean, I had that one that I forget who Brad said it was. Was it that Philip Prevost or whatever?
Yeah, yep.
And that was one of the photos from that Hong Kong toy show or a preview of all the Combiner Wars that were painted, like all done up and in the display.
Oh yeah,
the
that
little,
was really cool.
Tamashi
display.
Nations effects and that, the little explosions and stuff. I just really liked it.
So with that, it looked as if it was like Optimus and a whole bunch of Autobots all up against like Cyclonus and Devastator, and that was about it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's all you need though. I mean, Cyclonus and Devastator would rock them.
No, clearly no one gives a shit about Defensor. Not Defensor, Defensor and Menacor. Didn't even figure into it.
No, they couldn't find the limbs in the shop.
Yeah.
I think more so from that post was the cosplayers, being that the Megatron and the real Megatron and the Shematron.
The Megatron and Optimus Prime girls.
Yeah, those ones.
Yeah, no, that was cool. It was good to see them just enjoying their fandom and just dressing up. It was cool. I liked it. Shall we talk about some news?
Let's news it up.
Let's news it up. There's going to be a jingle for news eventually. I'm just going to leave enough of the gap.
Yeah, I'll just go YouTube News and find a good jingle.
It's not going to happen.
No.
Anyway, it's okay because it's been a pretty quiet week for news. First up, we're going to talk about some Hasbro news. Hasbro hasn't done much this week, but they can't. All the weeks can't be BotCons or SDCC weeks, can they?
No, they can't.
No. So this week we did see the Platinum Edition G1 Dinobot set, and as we'd sort of been led to believe earlier in the year that it might be a certain thing, and it turns out that it was not what we actually hoped for. Rather than being reissues of the G1 Dinobots, which probably would be Voyager size by today's standards, it is instead their deluxe size, I'm pretty sure, G1 repaints of the Age of Extinction Dinobots, but they do have G1 style head molds, which makes them even more confusing.
1,000 fanboys screamed out as one, and all become silent.
Looking
Well,
at the
so-
pictures though, they look terrible.
Well, so I know a few people who said that they look good, but now, Brad, you just mentioned fanboys screaming out. So, what's your opinion on these? Are you a fan of them? Are you going to buy them?
I want these.
Of course you do.
I mean, I've got that same pack as the black chrome ones, like
Yeah.
the special edition, but that's only because my flatmate bought it for me for Christmas, and even when I opened it, I was like, ooh, movie Dinobots.
Does that have...
How many times I tell him I collect masterpiece G1, you know?
Oh, don't start on the thing that family members. Oh, you like Transformers? Here's this, and you get a fast attacks action battler or some stupid. Oh,
One step changer.
Yeah, yep.
But they look, I don't know, they look sort of alright, like it's as bad as it sounds to say that. Like, who's the guy on the left? Like, the very left?
I've got no idea who any of them are.
That's Slog.
Slog's not a G1 Dinobot.
And he's
No, but
not.
just-
Yeah, but it's supposed to be Sludge. He wasn't a part of. He's not a part of any set. He's always been the add-on. He wouldn't have been part of that black set. You would have got Slash instead, which was the Raptor, and he was made up. He was made up for the movie. So
I'm taking off
he was
my
made
headset
up
in
for the
5
movie.
seconds.
yeah, he
I'm
was.
taking off my headset in 5 seconds and going and grabbing my set, because I've never noticed that.
Yeah, well, just have a look, because I know the SDCC set. It never come with a Slog. They had.
I'll be back in 5 seconds.
Yeah,
One sec.
you're right, mate. They had Grimlock, and I'm going to go off G1 and not AoE here. They had Grimlock, Snarl, Slag, Swoop, and Sludge, yeah, with the 6 that are in this set. The SDC set didn't have Slog/Sludge. You had to buy that.
I'm
That was an
completely
Amazon.
confused.
That was an Amazon exclusive or something.
It's also a
Why is
bullshit
his name
Dinobot.
Slog? Why is
It's a
his name
bullshit
Slog?
Dinobot. It's a bullshit bot.
They must have lost Sludge as a IP.
Sludge
No,
fell off
I've
the truck on the way to the
I've got
movie.
Slog, Dinobot Slug, Strafe, Scorn, and Grimlock.
Okay, so see when they've added like,
Scorn.
a faction.
Yeah, Scorn's
Well,
an extra one as well.
So when they've added a faction name or a team name in front of a robot, that's when you know that they lost the copyright to the name. It's like whenever they release Jazz now, his name is always Autobot Jazz.
and Autobot Ratchet.
Yeah.
Alright, yes, that's why he's Dinobot Slug.
Yeah, and Scorn and Slash were 2 made up for the movie, so that gives you 7.
I've only got Scorn, yeah, because I got Slog, Slug, Strafe, Scorn, and Grimlock.
Yeah.
It's not much of a set, is it? Because
Nah.
they do sell them as a set.
This one though.
It's missing 2 though.
Yeah, but this one is the 6 G1 Dinobots. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it's not. It's 5.
There are 5 G1 Dinobots.
Okay, who's?
I,
Is there
Yeah, 'cause
someone? Is there someone missing?
okay, I think we should move on.
Because what
Yeah.
have they've got? They've got Slog, Slug, Strafe. I don't know that 4th one, and then
The
Grimlock.
the lettuce cutter, which is and then Grimlock, Snarl, or whatever their Stegosaurus was. So
Snarl.
yeah,
Snarl.
Snarl and Grimlock. So they're missing Slash and Strafe, which is true because they were not G1. So they've got the 5 G1 Dinobots.
And I
No,
think
but Strafe,
I
that
think
one in the middle, in this one, in that Dinobot colours, because I'm looking at my one right here, the black one, and it's the same figure. They've just moved the 2 heads out onto the side on the shoulder there, where mine are facing forward
Oh, okay.
in the display, but that's definitely Strafe in the middle. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Slog on the left, Slug right next to him, then Strafe, then I don't know the next one, and
Yep.
then Grimlock.
Yep.
They're the same figures that I'm looking at right in front of me.
Okay. So it's the same. It's the same set that they brought out here. It's just in G1 colours,
Just
not the
Spawn
black.
that they've changed.
Yeah. Yep. I want to get this. I'm gonna flog off my my AOE bots and get this one.
I think I'll skip it.
Will you open it, or-
I will also be skipping it because it's not G1.
Will you open it, Rad, or will it be staying in the box?
Oh no, they'll go on display.
He's not Bill.
And
He's
yeah,
not
and I can
Yeah.
put on.
In bot mode, they might look a bit better. I don't know. I mean, in
Oh,
alt mode.
yeah, but Grimlock can't be in bot mode. That figure is horrible.
Yeah.
The others, yes, they look alright in bot mode. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think the paint scheme's going to make them look any better, but just to have them in A mode in the G1 colours,
It's enough.
yeah.
So, you know what else you can get? You know what else you can get? You can go and buy G1 Dinobots.
Reissue,
Oh my God,
reissue
really?
Dinobots $50 each.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I just sold
you can,
the knockoffs.
Oh,
you
they're
can buy
KOs.
the knockoffs.
Yeah, they're KOs, but still.
They look good. Like the ones I had, they were pretty decent. Like I'd never opened them, but
Yeah, oh, they're just, at the end of the day, they're a bit loose in the joints, really. Apart from that.
All right. I'm going to move us on.
all right.
Let's.
Gentlemen, have you felt that the number of steps needed to transform your figures is too high?
No.
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 I was
Wait,
kind
no,
of...
that's a retraction. Actually, yes.
I was going to say, I was hoping that someone was going to say yes then, because that leads me into the rest of this paragraph.
Well, see, that brings me up to that Bad Cubes Warpath. You know, like I had to bring this up because no, I'm sorry, I don't know what yous are all whinging about. I have the figure, one of the best third-party figures. Made me want to buy more third-party figures.
Really?
Like the instructions to me were so simpler than any other things I've dealt with. Make Toys, TFC.
Oh.
Yeah, like he was great. Like I love him. Like, by far.
I've heard that his instructions are probably the best instructions of any Transformers figure, apart from the one steps, of course, that you don't need instructions for.
Instructions.
But the instructions of him were exceptional.
Yeah.
But I've seen a review and seen him explode and then form.
Like I heard you say that, and I was thinking mine didn't explode. Like he stayed together nice and as bits
Oh,
unslipped.
not. I don't mean explode as in come apart, like
No, yeah,
destroy.
but
I mean like
I think
untabbing.
Brad doesn't mean explode in the traditional meaning of the word explode.
I mean,
it's still held together quite well.
he essentially transforms. Just the amount of tabs, things you got to fold out, fold back in. It was almost on par with, almost on par for Polyon, but again, I haven't tried that one either. So,
You know, a transformer actually transforms, and you all have problems with it. You know.
Yeah. So
You want your legs and arms just to be hidden under a panel and pop out. Like, what is that?
that's G1. That is G1.
Do you know the point where I realised that I have problems with Transformers?
When you can't transform them.
No. The point in the range, it was in Binaltech.
Yeah.
I was like, I think it was probably Binaltech Hound or something. I was like, I do not know where these instructions are taking me. Like, I don't trust that I have to open this tab and then flop that down and shove this around. I'm like, I don't trust it.
Another thing. It comes in an alt mode when you pull it out of the box, but all the instructions are to convert it from bot mode to alt mode.
I got a Sunstorm that was half transformed because the dude couldn't transform it, and that's it. It was like the hardest 2 hours of my life just trying to get it to a stage that I could read the instructions.
So Daniel, you just mentioned the instructions and stuff. Do you remember a few years ago, Hasbro got really? I've just pulled out the instructions for Breakaway, and at the very end of the instructions, there's this nice little. So it says, "Here's the instructions on how to change it to a robot." It's packed as a car in the blister pack, and in the instructions it's changing to robot blower. And at the very end, there's just a red box that says reverse order of instructions to convert back to vehicle. How lazy is that?
It's the exact same thing at the one for my Seeker. Like my Acid Storm has the exact same issue. Like right at the bottom, it's like just do it in reverse order.
Just do it backwards. Yeah.
It's like, thanks guys. But anyway, continuing on. So yeah. So what's leading into this news item?
So dragging us kicking and screaming back on track. If you do think that the number of steps needed to transform your figures is too high, Hasbro has got you back. Not that they had yours, Daniel, but they do have you back now. There is a new Robots in Disguise Thunderhoof. He's a 3-step transformation. Literally, look, at the time I wrote this paragraph, I was going to say it's literally at this time that it's taken me to say these words. You can shift Thunderhoof from robot to... What is his alt mode anyway?
Snowplow, maybe?
Thunderhoof doesn't sound like a snowplowy kind of name.
It looks like somebody had decided to take a tractor and turn it into like the movie Death Race and just that's the transformer you get. Realistically.
And what's with like? It looks like he's got windows just down between the two wheels.
Yeah.
Like is someone sitting in there? Like that's a weird spot for a window in a tractor.
That's where the mini-cons go.
Window between... Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah, because it's clearly a window because it's got...
No, you know what I think is going on there? If you look at the... we are looking at the official press images of the three-step Thunderhoof changer. But no, I think this is a classic case of Hasbro mistransforming.
Yeah, that should go up against the cabin somewhere in front of that.
It looks like...
Oh, yeah, I can see now what you mean.
Yeah.
You can actually see where it's meant to go.
Yeah.
Oh, good job.
Epic fail.
So what about no, but see, even on the box art, like look on their box art.
Yeah.
It's got something like that. Well, that's a pretty big stuff up if that's how it's meant to be.
I'm actually leaning more towards it's actually meant to be where it is. I just think it might be a little bit shit.
More of a stuff up than them putting Titan Wars at BotCon.
That's a one-time event. This is on your product for life.
I don't think that was a stuff up. I think that's what you call a controlled leak.
Yes, true.
So it's not even that much of a leak. Anyway, so Thunderhoof, if you care about Thunderhoof from Robot in Disguise, there's a new three-step transformer for him.
Yeah.
That is actually it for Hasbro news this week, unless anyone's got anything else. Did you think in music? No. Okay, let's move on to Takara.
Wave 3 getting out there, and we've got Motormaster
that's been happening for a few weeks, and Motormaster has turned up at Target stores.
Yeah, finally.
I don't think he's shown up at other stores, but he's definitely at Target. We've seen a lot of reports of him.
Yeah, a lot of limbs, but not so much the Voyagers.
Can we have a moment's silence? Can we have a moment's silence? Just to mourn the passing of our still waiting for Combiner Wars Motormaster meme.
Yeah.
Because we can't use that anymore because he's here. Anyway, for those of you who did partake in that meme, thank you very much.
Yeah,
and
it was...
we'll thank you not to use the image again.
It was a sad time.
It was. It was a dark time, okay? Anyway, our long national nightmare is over and you can pretty much walk into any Target store and buy Motormaster. Let's move on. Some Takara Tomy news. Unlike Hasbro, who just can't seem to hold back all of their waves for ages. They just like to release everything all at once. Takara Tomy, they don't like to be rushed. That's especially true of Unite Warriors, which is their version of Combiner Wars. We got new pictures of UW02 this week. That's the denomination given to the gift set containing all of the bots to form Menasor. Now, I'm pretty sure that Takara doesn't sell the bots individually, is that right?
Yes, that's all in the gift set as far as I'm concerned.
They're all gift sets.
Yeah.
Okay, so Menasor. Pictures of Menasor came out this week and it looks kind of like the Hasbro version. Takara hasn't fixed any of the silliness around Menasor's hip configuration, but they have done their best to stop him falling forward because, like UW01, which is Superion, they've foregone the actual additional Legends class figure that forms the sixth wheel member of the set. But he does have these stupid wide hips, which we've seen fans try a few things to get around this, and I think someone posted one on the group today that looked really good. You can intentionally mistransform Motormaster when you're putting him into the sort of the main body part.
The torso mode.
Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for.
Can I just interject here? Looking at that picture, it actually looks like he's trying to give birth.
But people have called it childbearing hips. I just didn't want to.
It legitimately looks like birthing hips. It looks like as if he's preparing to drop a mini-con.
He's dropping a protoform.
He's going to drop a Legends class figure.
Here comes Rodimus.
Oh God. So interestingly enough, usually, the Hasbro version of Menasor does have an additional Legends class figure called Blackjack that hasn't been released here yet. Rodimus is a repaint of Blackjack.
Yeah. I think I'm going to start buying these gift sets over trying to hunt for the Hasbro ones.
Well, so they have slightly more accurate slightly more G1 accurate colours and configurations.
Yeah.
And they also have the original team members, and there's none of this messing around where Hasbro's put a new team member in and then later they release one and everyone struggles to try and find it.
Yeah, especially with the way retail is at the moment. The last thing you want to do is bloody hunt around for...
You're not going to find Quickslinger and Breakneck at retail.
Yeah, well, according to recent reports, you're not going to find them anywhere anymore. So
you will in Singapore. There's tons of them.
I need to get onto that.
I haven't.
There's heaps of them at even that shop in the airport.
I did notice at in one of the posts in the group this week, discussing availability of figures like Quickslinger and Breakneck, that there is actually a movement to get a DHL box sent between Singapore and Australia containing some figures. So,
nice.
If you're interested, I suggest you find that post and get on it.
Yep.
And get involved, and it could mean getting those figures at a reasonable price before they go up.
Yeah, because I've got obviously I've got the retail Superion-ish. Although he's now Superion-ish with helicopter arm and not a dragster. But it's going to be interesting when we get to Wave 5, the Bruticus wave, because there's going to be a colour change in between from a silver to a dark green from the toy to the cartoon model. So I just wonder what Takara's going to do, if they're going to do two separate sets or if they'll just go with... Or obviously they'll go for toy accuracy. So but I'm looking for one of these anyway. His feet are small. I will wait and see what.
All of the combiners' feet, they're all really small.
Yeah.
It's something that like you could probably fix with a quick visit to Shapeways or
perfect,
some of the combiner upgrade sets. Yeah.
Perfect effect. Just they put out their. I've seen some photos today. Their upgrade kit for Superion, and just those feet. And the actual hands instead of the gun hands look so much better. It just takes that ape look out of it because it gives that extra height. It's not going to help Motormaster because Menasor, because he's already got those gaping long legs to start with. But he really needs just a higher torso to fix him. But yeah. Yep.
So, what else did we get for Takara Tomy news this week? So I'm just scrolling back to the point of the run sheet, just bear with me. So we also got some pictures of the next Masterpiece figure this week, which is MP25 Tracks. So Optimus Prime showed us some box art, instructions, accessories, the stand which comes in the box, a picture of Blaster, a picture of Raoul, who appears to not have eyes. I'm not sure when that character went blind. And we also got pictures of Trax himself.
Classic Takara and human bot painting.
Didn't they do the same thing with Dr. Arkaville in all the
in the Seekers? Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. They're just not really made for that scale, are they? So, Trax looks like Trax. He looks the same as he always has, really.
He looks awesome.
He does look pretty good. Meanwhile, MP26 Road Rage showed up at, I think it was the ACG Hong Kong show this week, locked away behind glass, and she looks like a red Trax, really. Which is pretty much what we expect since she is a repaint of Trax. There are a few slightly more round bits, but
it's not really the head sculpt, isn't it?
No. They've changed some of the other parts as well, just to make it look a little bit more feminine.
Oh, okay. The hips, I think, like the hips area, and that's a bit rounded or something.
Yeah, there's just a few things. I think some of the sharp edges on the arms are softened up a little bit as well.
I've already paid for both of mine. Anyway.
We can now refer.
I've already paid for Blue Streak Gold Bug.
We can now refer to them as Menasor baby bearing hips.
I don't know. There seems to be an obsession in the fandom at the moment of like hips that are to do with childbirth. I'm just saying we should probably get off that.
I haven't mentioned it once.
I meant we, as in like the collecting community, not the podcast. And so anyway, and finally, we also got some new images of Masterpiece Ironhide this week, as well as a controversy about his pricing, which it turns out no one knows the price. So, well done, internet. So yeah, new images of Masterpiece Ironhide. What do you guys think of them?
I'm warming up to him, and just for the fact that when we first announced that he was coming out a while ago, it appeared that whole air quotes weapons platform was part of the transformation. It was only after the fact I learnt that that is a separate thing that comes in the box with him. For that fact alone, I'm almost about to put the pre-order down on him.
So the weapons platform is the deciding factor for you?
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
Just accessory-wise,
I like it. The little flame bits that come in there, and you can sit on his boosters. Like
yeah,
the jetpack.
yeah. The jet add the jetpack as well. They've taken every accessory the MP cars haven't had, and added it to Ironhide. Not in the case of what they should have had, but just the parts count on this guy is up there. Probably more so than any of the MPs. Like, no other MP has this many accessories that I can recount.
Oh, Grimlock.
Oh, yeah, okay,
yeah.
each Grimlock.
I was going to say...
the King one, just the normal one. King Grimlock only comes with a sword.
Yeah.
I was going to say Exhaust comes with a good set of accessories as well, but...
Amazon exclusive, you get the Hypno device or whatever it is.
Yeah, they don't have that.
Or that, whatever.
I thought. No, I think you're thinking about Wheeljack's anti-hypnosis device, aren't you?
Didn't they repaint it for Exhaust?
No, it's a different item.
Okay.
Yeah, because Exhaust has the. Is it that Exhaust actually has the Hypno device and Wheeljack has the anti one or something?
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Anyway,
yeah.
Exhaust had a good number of things in the box with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, look, I mean, who are we kidding? We're going to buy this anyway.
Yeah,
I'll be kidding, yeah.
His robo diaper is still an issue for me. I'd have to have a look at the animation model because I'm not seeing any issues at the moment. Yes, he's got a big cod piece, but
look, I think it's fine. It just looks a bit unfortunate in some of the photos that we've seen. There's a good picture of the box art that shows him in both his alt mode and the robot mode. It looks fine.
Yeah.
I reckon he looks awesome side on.
Yeah.
He's got a very good profile to him. I think it looks fine.
Yeah, time will tell. This is early.
There is one piece in that's quite particularly controversial, and that's the head sculpt.
Yeah,
so
but you could put that to any, like some would say that the head sculpt on MP9 is not accurate. MP5's definitely not accurate.
Yeah, it just seems.
But
they could have done a better job.
But he comes
may change.
He comes with half a dozen. He comes with a few different heads, doesn't he? Though, or face.
I don't think so.
I think there's 3 or 4 different faces for him.
I haven't seen that.
Okay.
There is one of these, but one of these pictures does have a picture of whatever's in the box with him. But
give it 4 weeks and you will.
What?
Give it a couple of weeks and you will.
I will what?
See different head sculpts.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, everyone will release different ones.
Yeah. And then there's third party as well, even though they haven't done it yet, but...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Okay, let's talk about some third-party news. There's actually more third-party news than Hasbro and Takara combined this week, I think.
As always.
Yeah, that's quite true. There's someone thumping their keyboard in the background there.
Apologies, ordering tracks. I'm getting tracks.
All right. Let's let Brad do his track.
I'll mute.
Actually,
I'll mute.
Yeah, Brad's going to do. He actually has to. All right. Dr. Wu made a return to the third-party scene this week and immediately jumped on the Devastator customization bandwagon. But they did it in a slightly different way to everyone else. While everyone else is making add-on kits for the big guy, Dr. Wu's just bringing us a complete replacement for one of the figures. If you remember back a few months ago when the bots were revealed, the modernized Mixmaster got a bit of a WTF reaction from the fan community. It split opinions so much that Dr. Wu will now allow you to give that part of Devastator the flick and use their brand new Mixmaster. They've got a Mixmaster that has the concrete barrel facing the right way. He's a little bit more G1 accurate, so you can replace him with this. Now, do we have a price for this figure yet? I'm not sure we actually do.
No, it doesn't look like we do.
It's a Voyager class. It's a Voyager-sized third-party figure. I'm going to say it's going to be pretty expensive. It's not as detailed as something like one of the Gravity Builder bots. So like, I don't think it's going to be that bad. But like, if you've already
It's
spent,
to be at least $60 US, I reckon.
I can't see it being more than that. But just the plastic quality, you can even see it's got the same wheel and the wheel pegs on it to match the rest of the figures. The parts count on this is very low, so I can't see it being too much.
I don't even see why you. I don't even see why it's an issue. Yeah.
Well, for the $60 we're paying for the Perfect Effect upgrade kit, which has the foot addition to it, plus a couple of other additives. I don't know why you'd actually replace Mixmaster himself when you can get that toe piece. Oh,
So-
I thought I was still on mute. Oh, why are they not talking?
No, I'd have to compare the bot, see him next to the Hasbro version.
yeah, I haven't seen the bot version of Dr. Wu's Mixmaster there we've only seen it in truck mode because that's the mode that everyone cares about because everyone's just like, why the hell is this concrete barrel facing the wrong way? So here's the question. So my question is, are you going to buy it? I think the answer is
No.
Yeah, I've paid for the Perfect Effect add-on, so I don't care what happens to the figure after that.
And well, so here's a parallel question to that. At what point do third-party add-ons go too far?
I wouldn't say it's too far. There may be a market if people are going to have their second Devastator displayed in alt mode, not bot mode, for some reason.
Yeah.
Dr. Wu obviously think that there's a market for that. Time will tell if we see any photos of people actually doing that or not, but yeah.
Yeah, so I guess I'm not saying this goes too far. I'm just wondering at the point at which third-party add-ons do, because
Oh yeah, they definitely go too far, I reckon.
I think there have been instances of it. I think it's kind of a bit weird that sometimes we buy a figure and then we immediately look for third-party add-ons for it. Like, should we not just be looking for a better figure?
You can't blame them though. I mean, really, if anything, it's the collectors that are the ones to blame because they're the ones that go too far. Because that's how far do you want to take it? You get this figure, you add this foot, you buy this fist, you get this sticker, you get that shoulder. I just don't understand it. Like, you want to build a figure, go get a Gundam.
But this is the perfect example of. In this case Hasbro, putting out a figure mass retail for, and let's face it, children, and us fanboy collectors going, whinge whine, and...
That's the second time you've used fanboys tonight. I just want to point that out.
I was trying not to be a Negatron tonight, but it looks like it's going to continue.
But at the same time, how many kids do we see now that have a Devastator? I can't say I saw any parents at the sale trying to buy them for their kids.
Yeah, that's a different. Yeah, we'll leave that to the stores that actually have bulk numbers for kids. I'm lost.
And most parents hate Transformers because they hate just transforming them for their kid all the time. And imagine Devastator, then they think, oh, what, 6 bots? Oh. Okay, we'll just get him one big one. One step, get him that big Grimlock.
Yeah, but his transformation's not that bad. It's nowhere near as complicated as what we've had before.
Oh, I agree, but as a parent's point of view, they won't see it that way if they don't collect Transformers or not a toy person themselves. They'll just see 6 robots that they're going to have to transform back and forward for their kids.
Yeah, but this is the perfect use of the third party companies taking a figure like this that's designed for mass retail for, as we said, air quotes, kid collectors or kids.
Yeah.
Going right. It's not G1 accurate, particularly that Mixmaster leg. It's probably the least accurate piece of the whole figure. Whereas
the third party has to be only aimed at collectors. They couldn't be doing it for the normal market.
Oh no, and even that set we've just brought Jason, that the Make Toys set, $60 for the add-on kits or the add-on parts just for the combiner mode alone. You got your foot toe, the cab piece for Motormaster. That's stupid, and as you said, going too far with third party. They could have had the cab piece and...
so those are the perfect effects.
Oh, perfect effects. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. I cannot keep up with the names.
Yeah. But that just having the cab piece for the Mixmaster foot, a set of hands, and maybe something on the feet, that could be enough. And then having a second set, if you really want to go overboard, because they've put in a new dipper arm for Scavenger, which has a couple of hoses on it, which you wonder why.
Yeah, I
agree. The Prowl Stator parts. Yes, I can understand that comic book people may want them. Jason, this is your time to shine.
So you know what? Prowl is no longer a part of Devastator in the comics.
Okay, there's 6 months.
Well
too
done.
late.
Well done.
There might be people that want to reenact that, one scene or something though.
Yeah, no, people will want to reenact the 6 months that Prowl was a part of Devastator. Or a year, actually, but yeah. But, no, fair enough. But yeah, unfortunately now, they need to make a scoop that fits into Devastator's leg.
Oh no.
So if they're going to make a Mixmaster,
let's continue. What next?
Okay, so next we do actually have some Make Toys news. However, Brad's going to die because it is part of the comics news again. Make Toys is making their own version of Tailgate, and I have their Swerve and Gears figures, which are Trash Talk and Cogwheel.
I like these photos.
Yeah, if Trash Talk and Cogwheel are anything to go by, Make Toys' Tailgate, which is called Rear End, which is pretty smart, is going to be pretty special. They're pretty small, but that's fine. The full name of the set is Manga Mech Series MM02 Rear End. So very nice, and they showed off some coloured prototypes of it this week. He can reenact the part where he's discovered in the comics with no legs, with his legs flowing.
I don't know how that is. The hips must just pop off. That's
I reckon they must be replaced.
Yeah, I can't, because you look at one of the photos where you stand next to the red one, and you can see the pins in the knees. So it's not a matter of removing it at the knee and just pushing those.
No, look at the one where he's standing, like when he's standing straight up by himself. It's just a ball joint, like where his legs pop onto right there.
Yeah. Yep.
So, the Make Toys the little Make Toys bots are pretty fun. He looks like he's able to pull off a lot of poses from the comic, which is really good. And I will be grabbing this figure and looking forward to standing in next to Cyclonus in my More Than Meets the Eye Lost Light crew lineup.
I haven't got...
Which is fortunate, because he also comes with some additional parts that fit onto the Universe Henkei Cyclonus that turn him into a more comic accurate figure. So the add-on kits, the pieces, you get a new head with the broken horn that's very obviously Cyclonus in the comics until recently anyway. You get a large sword, and you get the samurai-like thigh guards that the figure has in the comics as well, because in the comics he's very much like he is very much like a samurai or a ninja of some kind. So yeah, it's kind of interesting to see add-on pieces for a figure that is a few years old now, but it's still a pretty good candidate for it. And I think just looking at my Cyclonus versus this one, yeah.
Which Cyclonus is that? The Henkei Cyclonus?
Yeah, Henkei and Universe. Figure's a few years old now, but they keep re-releasing it with some slight repaints. But I think it's going to be best in the original purple for these add-ons.
Yeah.
So John, are you a comics fan?
No, I mean I've read a few of the Combiner Wars ones. Like, I don't hate them. I just don't have time to get into it. I'm a huge anime fan, like, and I have been my whole life and that. Like, so I watch all the cartoons and everything. But yeah, just never gotten into comics that much. The only comics I really read is The Walking Dead and Johnny the Homicidal Maniac.
I thought you were going to say Johnny 5. I was going to say, what? It's still going.
So yeah, the Make Toys do make a few figures that are very much catered towards fans of the comics.
If he can hold that cup, I'll be sold.
Which
like I was looking
the one photo you got, the servant tray that you've got for your tailgate or whatever it is, the red one.
The serving tray goes with
Swerve. Sorry, Swerve. Yeah.
It should, because they just got the round fist.
Yeah.
Like, it's like the gun hand.
Yeah,
That's
no,
a
they-
5mm port, you'd think, or whatever it is.
They can hold the tray. They can hold the drinks as well.
Because I love that photo when he's sitting on him in the eyes with the water coming out and he's got the mug. Like that, it makes me almost want to get him.
Oh yeah, they've got different eyes. I see. Yeah.
Yeah, like he's doing, like he's crying or whatever and the water's coming out.
Very anime.
Yeah, it's just great. Like,
That is really cool. The Make Toys figures, like, these guys are tiny. Like, they really are tiny, but they do have a lot of articulation. And honestly, you know what it is about the Swerve figure that makes every photo that he's in?
the face.
Yeah, it's the expression on the face.
Yeah.
It is so perfectly done.
Yep.
But yeah, no, it's a great figure. I'm not sure if they're going to... So they currently sell They currently sell these figures in a 2-pack. So you get Swerve and Gears. Now, showing all of these photos together makes me wonder whether they're going to sell Swerve and Tailgate together, or if they're going to sell him on his own.
Yeah.
So he is coming with the Cyclonus upgrade parts as well. So hopefully it's on his own.
Yeah, a new 2-pack maybe.
Well, but like, I've already got Swerve. I don't want another one.
I'll buy him off you. It's okay.
Okay, deal, done. Everyone heard it now, unless you edit that part out.
So, Devastator.
Devastator.
Are we? No, it's something else, isn't it?
What are we? Why are we talking about Devastator?
I
We're not
just
talking about Devastator.
I just changed the subject for the fact that I agreed to buy and Swerve off you.
Ah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay, so another piece of third-party news: the Keith's Fantasy Club, which I got to admit I had no idea that's what KFC Toys stood for.
That was supposed to be changed. They were supposed to have changed it after Citizen Stack, but apparently they still are going off Keith's Fantasy Club. So
Fair enough. Okay,
Yeah.
so they're releasing a cage.
Pretty cool.
Really, a cage?
Yep.
Sorry, I just zoned back in here, but a cage, really?
It doesn't come with
Yeah.
a padlock though, which is fail.
That's disheartening.
Not only that, it comes in multiple colours. So like a cage is kind of like the ultimate thing that you can repaint.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you want a gold one for. The silver.
Gold one would go well with the circus.
Yeah, with your G2 Ravage in there in all these rainbow colours.
Yeah. So this is
I like the colour.
this
too. It
is
says
recreated.
Golden Lagoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Silver metallic grey, Golden Lagoon, and a metallic black.
So this is recreating some scene from something where Ravage was put into a cage
It
somewhere.
was the
It's
first.
in G1 when they catch him. Oh, it's so.
It's the
like,
first. It's the first 5 episodes. It's very early on. Hound. It nearly and I wonder if this has got something to do with the rumours of MP Hound and the free MP scaled Hound figures that are coming out, because this would go perfect with them, because he was the one that done it. He had the key and everything else.
So just a random factoid. Going down and looking at this, well, not a factoid, but random tidbit. Going down and looking at the comments of the TFW article, they have like a screen cap of like where the cage is visible. Taking Transformers logic, when Ravage transforms into a cassette and he's projected into mid-air, would he not be able to escape said cage?
Yes. I'm pretty sure it had
taking Transformers logic, you could turn into something else, you know, or make a little arm come out and unlock the lock.
I seem to remember if he bashed against the bars, there was a yellow energy on field against the cage as well. But then I definitely remember him reaching out and grabbing the keys.
Well, that's not on the toy.
But then I remember him reaching out and grabbing the keys off the ground with his paw well outside of the cage, so it's probably not accurate. But I love how on the silver and the gunmetal grey cage, the lock is askew, whereas on the gold one it's actually straight. The backing the backing for the lock. Prototype.
Yeah, it's probably a prototype.
Yeah.
Let's move on. So
yeah, if I had a Hound, I'd probably look at it, because the MP Ravage is probably the worst out of the cassettes. More so just for what he is. They've done a great job designing him, but he's just
he's still very skinny.
Yeah. But just having him in a cage like this, if I had a MP Hound standing over it, it'd be definitely a piece in my collection. So I might come back to this in 6 months' time when we finally find out if there's a Hound coming out that I want.
No one's going to come back to this.
No, probably not.
No. You're not going to buy a cage. Alright, look, it seems that everyone wants Reflector.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is something I'm going to buy.
See, I'm alright. Or at least every third-party manufacturer sees it as a rite of passage that they need to create a Reflector toy. So Fans Toys has revealed Spotter this week, which is their masterpiece-style Reflector, and they've shown some colour prototype images. The figures look pretty accurate to the cartoon, which is to say that they don't really look very much like the G1 toy, but that's probably okay, because I think we all thought that the cartoon figures looked a little cooler anyway.
If any G1 fan is looking at these, you're looking at getting more than one set. This is almost a G1 troop build. Wherever
Really? Why?
Because in the cartoon, wherever you had cons in the background doing labourish tasks, it was always these guys.
Was it?
I haven't noticed that, and I've even been rewatching it. I'm going to have to start keeping an eye out now.
Okay, I'm going to delete this bit. Oh no, I seem to remember in the start, definitely more for these robot modes. Yes, Reflector was used a couple of times in like combined mode, but it's just
they definitely use him like the three of them.
Yeah.
I don't think there's ever more than the three.
Okay, it just seems whereas Megatron or Starscream want their bidding done, and they're not going to do it themselves. They send the Reflector bots to do it. I haven't watched the original series, the first season for a while.
Holy hell! One of them has a dagger.
Did you not notice that?
I just noticed it now. No, one of them has a dagger.
That's a nice little knife.
Do not cross Reflector or he will cut you.
He's got a smile on his face, so he's happy to cut you. I love the third one. He's got that real smirk on his face, like, yeah, I've got this gun.
Yeah.
Oh, Fans Toys.
So, these look pretty good.
Fans Toys are just killing it at the moment.
I'm led to believe they're going to be pretty expensive, though.
Yeah, I mean...
Well, we got no scale.
Okay, no, so they're about 150 US. Robot Kingdom has about 130, but then you got to pay for the shipping as well. I'm not sure if any of the Aussie guys have these up for pre-order. Maybe TFI does.
No, I haven't seen it on the group. I wonder how
No,
big
I
they
think
are.
TFI does. I think TFI's got them up for pre-order. I don't know.
Okay. I wonder.
Yes, yeah, he does. Let's have a look. Spotter is 160.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah, I'll get them for sure. Like, I reckon they look awesome.
I wonder how big they are. Because
Oh,
obviously,
wouldn't be too big.
obviously the camera mode's not going to be accurate. But
I reckon they'd be maybe as big as Bumblebee.
they'd have to be at least. The
Yeah, maybe at least,
yeah.
or a little bit smaller, just a tad smaller than Bumblebee. But no, you're right.
Well,
Probably at least, but-
maybe a tad bigger, and then
Like
when
if
they
if you think of a digital SLR camera, they're pretty big.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Fans Toys has handily provided a photo of them standing in front of Quakewave.
Oh, really?
Not that many people have Quakewave for comparison, but
I don't have him.
they're a little bit taller than sort of his waist.
Okay, yeah. So Bumblebee, yep. So you're looking at about 3 Bumblebees, which I suppose.
They're about deluxe
Yeah,
size.
once they combine down and merge, you're looking at sort of a digital camera size. It's not a DSLR size because that's a
Yeah.
lot bigger, but
That's right.
it's an 80s camera size, so.
Yeah, they're just great though. You got to get them, like have them with Soundwave or
Oh.
Starscreen doing something like.
Even Apollyon holding the camera in his hands, taking a photo is just going to be priceless.
Yeah.
Yeah, get Megatron to do it.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right, look, I think there's a number of options out there for Reflector now. I have the TFC Photron sitting on my shelves at the moment. So which reflector are you guys going to get? Because like it seems like everyone's got to have one.
I've been looking at Photron. He's been on my saved eBay search for God knows how long, and I've seen the price go from, I think it started 120, I think it's about up to 145 or 150 now. But for 150, if I pay an extra $20 and get the Fans Toys ones, just from company alone, because at the moment Fan Toys are doing no wrong, I'd be more inclined just to drop Photron and go for Fans Toys. But
That seems fair.
yeah, it's that Fans Toys. The Photron one is a real good looking one, and I know you can get a LED add-on kit for it, so you can sort of add lights to it and everything else. But
I just love the Fan Toys ones.
Yeah,
Honestly, I just something about them. Like they just rock.
yeah,
Like, I can't.
Photron was made back in the day, sort of Hercules and that, where they were just going for a maybe not so much.
If it's built anything like Hercules, I definitely wouldn't want them. Like, you know.
Yeah, maybe not a G1 accurate bot, but just taking.
Oh, they're definitely not.
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
accurate
just
bots.
taking what we know and just upgrading, engineering everything, and updating the alt mode, because that alt mode was DSLR camera. It looked real good. Fans Toys, I'd have to get my reflector, but off. Even the Fans Toys ones, there's sort of the alt mode's off, because I know there's that big chrome strip that goes across the front of it, which this one doesn't have. I'd have to have a look at it, but I'm not hung up on G1 accuracy, which is why I've been looking at getting the Photron for a while. But I think if one of our online stores can get this guy in for the 150, 160 mark, or 170, I'd probably put a pre-order down for it.
Well, it's definitely already at TFI for 160.
Don't tell me now, I just brought tracks. Oh no.
I just
This is very
sold
expensive
2 things today,
podcast,
so I
right?
could go buy it right now.
Damn you.
All right, Fans Toys Spotter. It will soon be turning up in Brad's shopping cart.
God.
Let's move on. Still with Fans Toys, they've got Volar, which is their Swoop Dinobot model. He's turning up in a exclusive colours for TFCon. It's kind of weird. There's all these websites reporting that TFCon is underway, but TFCon is not until October. So in theory,
Yeah.
it's all a bit confusing. So anyway,
It's
Was it? No, this isn't Fans Toys. This is Fans Project.
Yeah, I was going to say it's not Fans Toys.
No, who put that in the run sheet?
I'm sorry.
Oh, no, actually it says Fans Project in the run sheet. I've just misread. I get confused.
We're talking about Fans Toys, so...
I think we've established that I get confused with all the names of these figures.
And they make them sound
figure, though, it is a rather nice figure.
I love this guy. Yeah.
Yeah, it is a really
colour
nice
scheme.
looking one.
Yeah.
So
on the opposite, I don't like the wings.
I reckon the wings look. I reckon the wings look okay, but I have a few of the Lost Exo Realm figures already, and so this goes quite well with it for me.
Yeah.
I mean, he couldn't fly if that was...
No, I'm taking G1 completely out of this picture.
Yeah, not even G1, just the wings I just don't like.
It's very anime, or not cartoon. What do you call it? Comic sort of. Just that real swooping. You could almost use them as size. It's amazing that they don't detach and go into his hands as size or some sort of knife. Like even there's one pose there where he's got his blade up and his wings are sort of outstretched. You could see him using them to decapitate as well.
So it's worth pointing out, Volar is actually a Diaclone inspired deco for TFCon.
Yeah, go on the blue.
And that also goes to the box as well, which has got a really cool Diaclone style, sort of like the futuristic grid that they had on their figures back in the 80s. But they've also got the sort of modern comic art look to the figure as well on there. But all in all, it's pretty nice. And there's so he's coming up after. It's going to be released after the show at TFCon, which is I think still coming up.
It appears his sword mounts to his hip.
So that seems to be the done thing these days. That looks pretty cool too.
Is it actually done as a Diaclone? Because it says it comes with their driver. It says it comes with his trustworthy driver,
which
similar
we
to
don't...
past exclusive LER releases. And there's a little blue dude on the box there. If you scroll down in the pictures, you'll see him.
Yeah, I do see that, but it's not.
I don't get who he is. Yeah,
it's not included in the rest of the photos. So
yeah, I haven't seen that elsewhere.
And even you look at the box art, his wings are like a third of the size of what they actually are.
Yeah, that's interesting. I can't see the driver.
Yeah.
Can you? But you can see that picture on the box.
Yeah.
Oh, if you scroll down far enough, there are pictures of the driver, but I don't think he actually sits in him.
No, yeah, not sitting in him, but it says it comes with the driver, and that's. I was just throwing it out there, going. I just don't get it. Like,
there's a picture of the driver standing on top of him.
Yeah, I've seen that, and then further down, there's a picture of a few other little mini bots or something like.
Yeah, so it's also showing off. There's a Fans Project also make the Function X guys as well, so they've just sort of thrown them in for comparison.
Alright, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, see, I can click on this and see Function X1, or I can turn my head to the right and see them on my shelf. Although that version has a slightly different paint deco to the one that I have as well. Yeah, so there's an alt deco that they're releasing for TFCon. So anyway, look, the Diaclone repainted Volar, I think we've all agreed it looks pretty cool.
Even just the engineering involved in the bot mode itself, it looks really good. Like I've got Saw, and this looks like a better robot mode than what Saw is.
That's the one I was talking about.
Yep. The Fans Toys Saw.
Yeah, I like the fan toys. I like the boxy look. Like that's
just, it's G1.
It's not due to G1. I just like the boxing.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah. Yep.
This just looks too advanced, and I'm not anything against it. Like.
That's the argument we've been having with third party recently. Is they may be MP scale, but they are not MP engineering or design. They are far beyond what you get with MP. Like whether it's engineering, mold detail, whatever else. It's a different league, but they keep on calling it MP inspired or MP designed.
Yeah, it's all just
figures.
so people buy it.
Yeah. Where it's I'm going to start it now. It's MP scaled, and that's where it ends.
Yeah, I think that's fine. I've seen a lot of places saying MP scale.
Yeah. Yep.
So let's move on. I think we have one last third-party news to talk about. DX9 Toys. They've got a new War in Pocket figure that they've shown off called Leah. Don't really know why she's called Leah, but she's basically a Legends scale RC. Because DX9 likes making tiny little figures at the moment. And yeah, so they've got a picture of her next to their tiny little Legend scale Prime as well. And yeah, Prime's got a girlfriend. It's about
It is tiny. It is unbelievable.
she is tiny. We're not entirely sure when she's coming out or how much she's going to cost. But she does look like a nicely articulated version of RC.
Would they go, like, how tiny are they? Would they scale well with Metroplex?
Well, the Legends.
Yeah, that's what
yeah.
the scale's supposed to be. It's all those are supposed to be in scale with the Generations Metroplex.
Yeah, nice.
I like the way they've also teased, because DX9 is also making Carrie the Rodimus Prime version as well. They've teased with her sitting on a DX9 Rodimus Prime box as well.
Yeah, but we don't care about Rodimus Prime.
Daniel doesn't care about Rodimus Prime.
I don't think we care about Carrie.
I kind of am starting to care about Carrie actually.
Oh, you wanted a MP Autobot Seeker?
What?
The wings on his back.
Okay. Yeah.
What's the
Alright, let's
what's
move
the
on to
gun?
other stuff.
What's the gun in that photo? Oh, they're just
It looks like Megatron.
yeah. Okay, they're just got a Megatron in there.
I think they make their own War in Pocket Megatron.
Okay.
That I'd like, just to put in the hand of someone else, like Unicron or something.
Yeah. Or Soundwave.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's move on. We've got 3 more stories that have come under the other stuff moniker. There's a statue, an Age of Extinction Optimus Prime Ultimate Edition statue from Prime 1 Studios. Let's have a look at that. That looks pretty awesome. It's big, it's shiny, it's metallic, it's got a massive sword. Yeah, and it's got lots of accessories that come with him as well. How much is this? Oh my god, it's $2,000.
Yeah, that's US, I'd imagine too. So
It is.
Yeah, the detail is just.
It will be. It is a pet. Like, it's interesting though because it does come up with a lot of shit.
Yeah,
Stuff.
and
Stuff.
it's nearly 2 foot. Oh, it's nearly 2 foot tall. So it's a big, heavily detailed statue. It's not. It's just not just a blown up G1 statue.
No, it's cool.
I like the details that Prime 1 is the name of the studio. I like the detail that they've offered in the description. It's like, Transformers fans, don't miss your chance to own the Autobots leader in your collection. I'm like, we've all got Optimus Prime.
Yeah, yeah.
We all have. It's not like this is the only Optimus Prime out there, but sure.
Yeah, I don't think this would be your first go-to for Optimus Prime in your collection, but
It does look amazing though.
yeah,
The detail is like, yeah, it's second to none. It looks really good.
yeah.
But if you had money,
I will
would
just not own
you
it.
get it? Like, if you could afford it, would you actually get it?
Yes.
I don't have a place for this.
Yes. Didn't even think about it, did you?
Like I don't know where the hell I'd put it.
That's my problem. Like, and then what would go with it? Like, you know, you're just gonna have this Prime that's just bigger and
Galvatron.
better than anything else out of the series.
No,
Like,
but
Galvatron.
I know what'll go with it, right? Like if I was to leave that sitting around on, say, a coffee table or something, my cat will just fall asleep on it.
yeah.
Have you not seen their Galvatron?
No.
They have a Galvatron, and it is just as exquisite.
Oh yeah, the big one.
Oh, so now you're up for $4,000.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I could. The drift, the Bumblebee, that from AOE I can go without, but just the Prime and Galvatron. But then
Those ones are by 3A, aren't they? Those big
no,
ones?
no. Prime One Studios have got a Galvatron out as well, and just Google Prime One Studios Galvatron.
No. When you said Bumblebee and that.
Nah,
just then, I
Drift.
think.
Yeah, Drift and Bumblebee. Prime One's doing as well. They're also doing a Starscream, which shouldn't be too far away from being released.
Because have you seen the big Bumblebee by 3A Toys?
I haven't seen the Freo one, no, unless someone's posted in the group. But
it's an actual figure, like, you know, you can actually move it around and stuff, but it's big, like, it's still about $700 or $800.
yeah, these guys just plug the arms in. That's how they stand. They're already pre-posed.
Yeah, see, I just don't like the thought of statues in case they ever fall and break, like, you know, even if, you know, say a masterpiece can fall and break, but you've got more play around, like, with a figure to fix it.
Yeah, true. But
Not that you tend to drop it.
well,
you know.
that's... Yes, okay, some collectors have cats, and I'm going to single cats out, not dogs, because cats seem to...
Oh, come on. Have you not had a dog walk
Yeah,
past
cats
your
not
collection
over
with
dogs.
the dog? No, the dogs have massive tails that wag when you look at them.
If you've
I
got...
just have
If
to
you've
point
got...
out, I own a bit of dragon. I don't have any issues with them touching a ruin.
Yeah, I agree with Daniel. I have a couple of blue
we've got
tongues.
two dogs. We've got 2 dogs and 2 cats, but we've got 1 cat, and he loves to fuck with my shit. Like, he really thinks it's a game. Like, any box that I bring home, I have to, like, stop him from trying to scratch on it. And I'm like, no, like, $200, not a scratching post.
All right, well, look at another way. If you got a $2,000 figure, you're going to pose it 6 foot off the ground.
Yeah.
If so, you're going to have a bit of string nailing it to the wall. So if the display destroys itself underneath it, it's going to hang and not fall.
How tall is this figure? Like,
I think Brad said it's 2 feet.
Yeah, I know the Revenge of the Fallen, Optimus Prime, and Megatron. Yeah, they're shy of 2 foot tall. So.
see, I'd want it to be a bit bigger for $2,000.
Yeah, but you're paying for the
And that's
detail.
to US. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's exactly right. It might be $2,000 US. Well, by the time you're already over the $1,000, so you're paying import tax, delivery or shipping to Australia, plus the conversion. You maybe three and a half, and you might get it here if you're lucky.
Yeah, and that's just not worth it then for a 2 foot figure.
It's very high end, and I thought it was you, John, that had the Megatron, but it obviously isn't. There's someone in the group that's got the Megatron, the Revenge of the Fallen Megatron from Prime One. I've seen.
It definitely wasn't.
Yeah, I've seen backgrounds of the photos. So.
And I'll spend that much money on a toy, but not a statue.
I just, in general, don't buy the statues. I've seen companies bring out the statues and the busts and stuff for a while, and I just don't buy them.
Yeah. The one little thing with them, like they come with an extra stand because you got more than one head, so that doesn't add to the $3,000 mark.
All right, look. We've spent a long time talking about a statue that no one's going to buy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
All right,
let's talk about something else that none of us are going to buy. Transformers Robots in Disguise Crocs.
Yeah. Skip.
What even, like, at what point did they think that this was a wonderful idea?
You know what? I'm going to say that my 6-year-old nephew will probably love them. Because they are robots in disguise. They've got a picture of Optimus Prime on them. What more do you want?
Unfortunately, I tend to agree. I will not be letting my son see this.
Yeah, no, look, at some point they're going to turn up in the store. He's going to see them and you're going to buy them.
God damn it.
I could get him and wear him to work because I'm a chef.
Yeah, you totally could.
Yeah.
All right, look, let's. I think that's scraped the bottom of the barrel for news. The fact that we're talking about Crocs. Let's move on to the new editions part. This is where we talk about the latest additions to our collections, what we're currently hunting for, or maybe look back at a figure that we haven't touched in a little while. Brad, do you want to start us off? What have you gotten this week?
I can. This week, purchase-wise, finally got MP Bumblebee. Gone for a deal loose, so he should be here next week, and I can talk to him, or talk about him a bit more.
You can talk to him as
Yeah,
well. It's okay, Bumblebee's a friend.
He's a good figure. He's in good condition.
I got a friend in me. My Takara MP9 arrived this week, and he looks so good on my shelf. I just wish I had my other Masterpiece figures to go with him.
When you say loose, he's still in a box and everything. It was just opened.
No, this is loose.
Oh, you got a loose one as well?
No, mine's loose.
No, you bought it off me, man. You paid me $60?
No.
Bumblebee.
Oh, Bumblebee. No. I was talking about Hot Rod.
That's what I was like. All right. I was like, no.
Yeah, no. I brought B off you.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's come. You've posted it, haven't you?
Oh yeah, he's on. He should be to you on Monday or Tuesday.
Oh,
probably.
great. Yeah, no, that's all right. And yeah, Rodimus turned up this week. MP09 Takara.
Does he have working knees?
He was not a paraplegic when he came out of the packet.
How do the knee joints look, can I ask? Like, if you look at his actual knee bracket, like not the bit that shatters, but the actual bracket that holds that bit in, like even when you look at that ratchet joint and the screws in it, like I can even see cracks on my other knee, like the one that's not broken, like they're just horrible.
I would have to go and get it, but
yeah.
I sort of...
you don't have to do it now, but have a look when you play with him now.
Yeah, I sort of got him out and got him into the pose I wanted him to stay in forever. And I've got no ambition of transforming him into alt mode or hot rod mode, because I have the G1 hot rod and I have the G1 Rodimus Prime that will stay in their alt modes. So that will be that. Combiner Wars Devastator, finally. I've got him back in the house. He went on a little bit of an excursion down to Melbourne. Kathleen got him. Chris got him. Chris brought him. And then, god damn it, Jason Goodchild posted shortly, or pretty much about 4 hours after I sold him to Chris, that he flew back into the country, and a couple of his mates had both got him Devastator, and he had a spare one, and was asking permission to post him on the group. I said, well, it just so happens I just sold mine. I'm looking for one, and he turned up yesterday, so I've Devastator back. Anyway, I have something to put the Perfect Effect pass I've just brought to. So, yeah, I have Devastator back in the house. He, in combined mode, he is G1 Devastator. Alt modes, that's a different story. Bot modes, very nice. Devastator,
and more Devastator.
Agreed.
Okay, so Daniel, do you have...
Nothing this week. So.
What are you hunting for? What do you want?
I want the Ultra Magnus.
Oh!
I want
Masterpiece or Combiner Wars?
Combiner Wars Ultra Magnus.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of which...
Otherwise, I'm not really hunting for anything at the moment.
Cool. So I actually did get Combiner Wars Ultra Magnus this week.
Jesus, if it's not Brad, it's you.
I also got Combiner Wars Thundercracker, the leader class one. And since I wasn't on last week, this still counts for me. I think I got the one of the original figures from the movie line that was meant to be in Universe but was shoved into a movie line very late. He's Breakaway, who is actually a Walmart exclusive in the States. He cost rather a lot to get to Australia. And he's now sitting alongside my Lost Light crew because the figure is basically Getaway from the comics.
That sounds familiar. What's his alt mode?
Car.
Oh. Okay, not so familiar.
I don't know. I'll post a picture of him later on. But yeah, so he's basically Getaway from More Than Meets the Eye. in all but name. His name's Breakaway. But yeah, so he's a Walmart exclusive. Ended up buying him from an eBay store that was Fish Pond masquerading as an eBay store, which was kind of weird, but you know. John, what have you added onto your collection, and what are you looking for?
Oh, this week I actually managed to get Hercules. I got it from that Leonard Tanner.
Yep.
Yeah, guys.
Yeah, that was all right. I mean, it wasn't as good as I was expecting. Green Giant's a lot better.
Agreed.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot nicer figure. But I'm looking for Hasbro Thundercracker.
The MP.
Which
Yeah,
one?
Masterpiece. Masterpiece, yeah, because I need it to go with the Takara one. Like, so then I want the Hasbro one in bot mode, and then the Takara one in alt mode, because the plane looks, nicer as the plane.
Mm.
That's just my opinion anyway.
Cool.
Other than that, I'm getting some Henkei Seekers off Bill.
Nice.
Because I was thinking he was going to be on tonight, but he's not here.
He went done the dirty.
He's run off with me Seekers.
Yeah, that's cool. So collection-wise, I'm looking for Generations Hoist. I need to add him onto the Lost Light crew, and I'm thinking I need to get a Ravage to put in there as well. So I don't know whether I end up with the Generations Ravage or if I just bring my Masterpiece one and sit him in there.
Is there a Generations Ravage?
There is. He was packed in with Hound though, so it's pretty small. I also don't really know why he was packed in with Hound, but sure, whatever.
I don't know. I don't know how sizes would go. Maybe the DX9, not DX9. The Beast Wars Ravage.
Speaking of Ravage,
Maybe, yeah.
I just saw that episode then. So he's in the cage. His arm, a little notch comes out of his arm, and a smaller arm comes out, grabs the key on the ground.
Go.
And he brings it back to his paw, which then he uses to open the cage.
Go, gadget arm.
Gadget.
Yeah.
Go, gadget arm. Why is it stop working?
I think the fact that we're talking about cartoons that are going on in the background means that we're
Oh,
done.
not quite.
Yeah.
With B coming in, that apart from the Rainmakers, is that what you call the other Seekers? Acid Storm, Sunstorm, and whatever the other one is.
Bitstorm, I think now, isn't it?
I know.
I know, but yes, they are called the Rainmakers.
Travis has made Ice Storm. That concludes my Masterpiece collection.
So are you going to get the G2 Bumblebee?
I don't know.
Every time I see it, I want it a little bit
Yeah,
more.
agreed.
I'll be getting it, but that's just because I've got to get every Takara Masterpiece.
Yeah, I could have it in bot mode and just leave the Masterpiece one in alt mode. Although I've got the TFB, or the Fans Toys B, or whatever it is, or Fans Project B, which is a perfect alt mode to go with anyway. So, because it's that super deformed bug.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Let's finish up.
Yeah.
So we didn't have any listener questions this week to answer, so maybe we'll do some next week. We'll see how we go.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you for listening, everyone. And John, thank you for joining us. Daniel, nice to have you back. Brad, good to have you on as always. And shameless plug time. How do people find you? Is there anything else that you do or you want to draw attention to?
Not really.
No.
Fair enough. All right, so look, if you want to contact us, you can find us on the Facebook group. We're all pretty easy to find. Yeah.
Yep. The donation drive's running. You want a ticket? Send me a PM and we'll get onto it. We got some good prizes on this one. I went above and beyond to make it out because we got the group's second birthday coming up. In November, Adelaide and Brisbane Supernova is happening, and also Supernova for next year. Table bookings have now gone up, so we can get next year's tables paid for now instead of waiting until later on. So
Awesome.
Yep.
Are we doing Sydney Oz Comic Con as well?
I don't know about Oz Comic Con. I'll have to look into the tables because I know Melbourne was about $1,500 for a table, so it's sort of without selling anything. If we can get on with a seller, and maybe Roy or Simon in Melbourne, then it might make it worth it up there. If Joel, one of those sellers in Sydney, want to go halves or whatever in a table, then maybe we can do that. But
All right, so Oz Comic Con, we don't know yet, but maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see how it goes. All right, cool. Thank you for listening, everyone, and we will be back next week. Find us on Facebook, find us on Twitter, find us on the internet as a whole. See you then.
Lovely. Good night, fellas.
See ya.
No.
Good night.
Thank you for downloading this latest episode of Off the Shelf, the voice of the Transformers Collectors Club Australia. For further information, check out Facebook, where we have our Off the Shelf page, hit like, or even check out the Transformers Collectors Club Facebook group. Any and all feedback is more than welcome. You can send email to transformerscca@gmail.com or head on over to iTunes and leave us a review there. Also Podbean have a review section where you can rate us, and that way we get out to more people. Till all are one.
Says sign out. And I've got add to drive under that bit.
Have you just got the opening credits of Transformers going on in the background?
I've got the G1 playing. What's happening right now? Oh, it's that
I just hear the
Starscream and Red Alert are having a brawl.
Yeah.
Oh, they were. He was just jumping on his back.
Let them fight.
Okay, shall we start off? Ooh, who was that?
What?
Wasn't me.
Yo. Alright, yeah, we can start off.
Okay, sound check. Brad,
Yo, yo.
Daniel,
Yep.
John.
Yep.
You didn't answer twice.
Oh,
Fired.
yep. I didn't realise it was land before time, you know.
Yep.
Yibbida yibbida, that is all. Okay, let's get going.
Alright, so we're gonna start this.
Let's get into it.
Let's start this now. So, John, you've got the run sheet open.
Yeah.
I'd suggest you do what I'm doing at the moment, which is to scroll through, and anything that's a link, open it in the new tab of your browser.
Yeah.
It makes to avoid unnecessary pauses while we're recording, as people are like, wait, I gotta wait for it to load.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm not doing that. I learnt last week that to escape my malware issue, I'll just look at the photos, because every news item I've got the photos already on my iPad for the YouTube channel record. So,
Okay.
and it should be in order the way I went through it from start to end. So there should not be a pause.
Well,
Hopefully.
as long as you're not loading web pages, then that's fine.
Yeah.
So every one of these links are different, right? I'm not like reopening the same link.
No.
Like
No.
a million times. Good.
No, you don't have to. The stuff like in the community news, the website, the Facebook group, you don't have to worry about any of that crap. Just in the news,
Oh, tell me this after I open it.
in the news, the news section, yeah.
Probably unmute the microphone, shouldn't I?
That would help. I haven't got it into in the run sheet, and I wasn't mentioned last week, but the cancellation of the FT03C clear quake wave.
Was that cancelled? Because there was a video going around of them destroying them, but that was from 3 years ago.
Yeah, the original.
Oh,
It's not cancelled. It's up
Yeah.
for pre-order on Premium Collect.
Okay, all right.
I almost just paid for one just then, but
If I got another one, it'd be the clear one.
I've already pre-ordered the other two. You buy toy come next month.
So, John, whereabouts are you?
I'm on the Gold Coast.
You on the Gold Coast? Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Labrador, one of the crappiest areas of the
Oh,
Gulf.
I love Labradors.
It's warm. Oh, don't start.
That's it. Shut your door, lock your door, Labrador.
Okay.
I just got a vision of dogs running around with tasers on their necks, robbing houses.
Yeah, the dogs move from house to house looking for treats.
I've got a Muscovy duck out in the backyard, and he pants like a dog and chases you down.
You have a what?
A Muscovy duck.
I'm googling this.
They got the big red, like they look like they got cancer on their head.
They mostly come at night, mostly.
All he does is just jump onto the kitchen window. It just sounds like someone's trying to break in.
Oh my god, he's enormous.
Oh yeah, they're huge, and he's real sly. He just waits till you're not looking, and then he'll like bite you on the back calf.
I've got a vision of Ferdinand from Babe. Just making other animal sounds so he doesn't get his head chopped off.
he was a giveaway. He got too aggressive with the people that wanted him and like that had him, so they were gonna put him down, and we'll take him. And that's it. He just hates the world.
You got sucked in.
Oh, he's great.
No, that's fine. I'm sure he is.
Before we go any further, Daniel, have you been to your TRU recently?
Yes.
Are there any MP seekers there?
No,
Damn
there
it.
was a couple of the Datsuns though.
Oh, okay.
I also just want to point out for the record that you don't save any syllables by saying TRU.
Oh. I thought I'd be smart. I was surprised. I was surprised it was TRU and not TRW or some TFW or something else on you.
All right, I'm gonna pause this for a minute because I need to go to the toilet.
I've been muted.
Yeah, I'll be back.
All right. I need to. Where do you get tracks from, John?
Oh, I'm getting it off Joel.
Off Joel. What's he asking for it?
I can't even think. I traded him some figures.
Yeah, I'm guessing 80. 80's
But, yeah, I think it's 80 or 89 at max. Not much. It's he's got a good price. I know that. Like it's cheaper, like than most.
Yeah.
I think. I just like getting off Joel. It's just nice and easy.
Yeah.
That's what I got. That's how I got mine. Yeah, MP10s off. But yeah, I just didn't want to miss out, and it's just nice and easy when I'm on the group and I see him on there, and I was just like, yep, I need all of them. I need Blue Streak, Gold Bug, Glow, Tracks.
I got the same issue with Sever. I need Sever.
Oh yeah, I want that. I want to get the is that which one's Swoop as well, like the fans toys
Saw.
one?
Yeah, Saw.
Yeah, I'm gonna fix that. I gotta fix one dude's one that. Scott or whatever, he just had one. It's like 2 days or 3 days old, and he dropped it, and its head snapped.
Oh, yeah, I do. Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, that's
I'm gonna fix it for him.
Nice.
Shouldn't be too hard, but I mean, he goes, he's like, if I can't have the head move, that's fine. But then I was thinking, well, if you don't want the head to move, why don't you just glue it on there yourself?
Wow. Premium Collective got the Armada Megatron for $89.95. That's retail.
Yeah.
And
I don't like it.
MP10 with the Vector Sigma gift set is $200. That's
So is that the Hasbro when it comes with Vector Sigma?
as far as I know, it's only a cardboard standee or something, isn't it? It's not.
It's kind of weird. I've got one. It's in bubble wrap. Let me go and open it.
I'm just what were we looking for? MP tracks. Pre-order set. Yes.
Okay, are you ready? It's the moment of truth. I'm opening Vector Sigma. I didn't even have a key. I'm glad that joke landed.
Oh, okay, so Premium Collect have it $69.95.
Alright, no, that's probably cheaper. Yeah,
Damn.
he seems to...
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna fucking do it.
What exactly are you doing?
Tracks.
I'm pre-ordering tracks.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, so Vector Sigma is this kind of odd cardboard pyramid thing with a gem inside.
It is cardboard.
Yeah, it's made out of cardboard, but there's like a plastic ornament inside. I could probably hang this on my Christmas tree.
They didn't want to spend a lot of money with their bonus item.
Well, so like...
What have we got? Oh, we got some cardboard.
I've got the paper.
That's it. We've got an image here.
I now have an unwrapped Vector Sigma that I'm going to have to figure out where to put on my shelf. Okay, so shall we get back into it with third-party news? Ready? 3, 2, 1...